All right, guys, I am here to plan the week of, I don't even know what week this is, um, the 5th through the 13th. I am using, I think it's called Cottagecore from White Rose Printables. It's just that really pretty, I don't even know what to call this art, but I am using copper foil from SPC. So I just use, I think, a combination of two different copper wiggles. I decided to go with the date covers this time. I kind of go back and forth on date covers, but I also have been starting the video with the first set of glitter headers already down, and I kind of pick out where my boxes go. So this video, I'm just gonna answer a couple questions. I asked a couple times, and thank you so much, AbbyMariePlans, for always asking me questions to have for these videos. So her first question is, what is my go-to coffee order? When it's that time of the year, when it's seasonal, my favorite coffee ever is a pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks. But if it's not obviously if it's not in season, I usually do a vanilla cream cold brew with the cold foam on top. And I just sometimes experiment with different flavors. Sometimes I'll add flavors to it. Sometimes I'll just get the vanilla, but I do like the sweet cream cold brew with the cold foam on it. She also asked, what is my favorite snack? I kind of go back and forth. I don't think I really have a true 100% favorite snack. I do really love string cheese. It's funny because my daughter gets these little snacks from school, and if they have string cheese in them, she's usually giving me the string cheese. And I also, let me know if you guys like cutting the painful process of putting glitter headers down. Because I actually did cut that out for this one, and we are color blocking this week, so that is fun. She also asked, what is my favorite dessert? I do love a good cheesecake, creme brulee, but you can't really find it, any good ones anywhere. But my mom makes a homemade lemon curd and a cheesecake, so that would probably be my favorite dessert, is the lemon curd cheesecake. Then she also asked, what is my favorite foil color? And I have to say, I'm going to make this a two-part question. My favorite core foil is hollow. I just love the way that hollow looks. I think it's so fun. I am definitely 100% a hollow girl. And fun foils, the best fun foil I've ever used, I love the sparkly red from Scribble Prints Co. So we are just doing the sidebar now. I ended up using a tall box, which is, I like to do that every once in a while. So this sidebar actually turned out pretty good. I've been doing a ton of bases, so I'm like, which one is this? So I'm going to start going through a couple more questions that I got from Amy. What is my dream vacation? I do really want to go to Disney eventually sometime in my life because I'm a huge Disney fan and I would really love to experience it and see it. But as far as, I have two dream vacation spots that are not Disney related. So the first is a tropical island with clear blue water, ocean, everything. I would love to experience a vacation like that, a relaxing, just awesome vacation. It reminds me of, anytime I was supposed to do a project on a country in school, it would always be on Fiji because I was just so amazed by the sights there that it just always kind of stuck with me. And then the other dream vacation is Tokyo. Me and my husband talk about this. It was one of the first things we talked about when we started dating, what would be our dream vacation, and we both said Tokyo because we're kind of dorks and we love all the culture in Tokyo. Like, it's just like fun, kind of carefree kitty in some aspects, but still beautiful and very like rich in scenery and stuff like that. But I said I would love to go to Tokyo and go to one, the sushi restaurant that they send your plates out on conveyor belts, and two, I would love to like hit up like the arcades and do fun stuff like that because I love to go to Dave and Buster's. So I know that's kind of random. So her next question is, what is my favorite meal? I am through and through I love a good steak, a baked potato, and a salad. That's like an ultimate meal to me, and it's so good. That's definitely got to be my favorite. So I'm going to save the rest of the questions for the next plan with me, because we're getting kind of down to the end. I really love the way that this base came out. I told myself that I wasn't going to start using box extenders, but here we are every single week using box extenders. I started playing around with like the deco and the sidebar because I do like to use deco from the kit in the sidebar, and just kind of bring it in like all together. So I'm just playing here. After I look at this and watch it back, I really wish that I would have switched positions of the like one box, like opposite the strawberries on the opposite side, because it kind of looks weird to me now that I'm looking at it back. So I also decided to skip putting down the header overlays, because like I said, it just cuts some time down of these. Okay, so we are finally back to do the plans. Again, I got really behind. I definitely want to try to get back on track here and start to kind of do these more regularly and get them back to my normal schedule. So I do always memory keep, but I want to, what was I going to say? I want to get back into like my normal routine that I had going on, because that worked for me. So anyways, I am color blocking this week, so we're just gonna get right into it. This morning I felt not great this day. Like, I don't think I was feeling good the night before. Yeah, I wasn't feeling good the night before. So I did that morning try to eat something, and it wasn't great. So I was having headaches. I was just like, my body hurt. It was just not a great time. So we're gonna mark that in there. And then I did have quite the TikTok binge, usually like when I'm not feeling good. I mean, let's not front. TikTok is an always time thing. But I find that a lot, I TikTok a lot when like I'm not feeling well or having a more lazy day. So I am going to actually, I think, switch these around. And I'm also marking that it was a lazy day because I did not do much that day at all. So move this down just a hair. All right, so then I guess we'll just keep going with the boxes. So this is the day as well. Unfortunately, my daughter lost her grandma. She had not been doing great for quite some time. And it kind of, I don't know if it came on suddenly. She had been in the hospital, but I don't think, again, my daughter really wasn't prepared for losing her grandma. So that was rough for us the rest of the day. So Monday was a rough day all around, and especially because, you know, my dad died like a little over a month before this. So yeah. So let's try to move this up just a hair so I can get this in here. So I love the way that this base turned out. I was kind of like on the fence about this kit. I was actually gonna pull it from my lineup, but then like I was like really looking at it, and I was like, I'm gonna use copper foil with this. So then like I got reinvigorated and excited to use it. So for all over just not feeling well, I'm gonna use this not feeling well from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then trying to eat something, I'm just using this little vanilla, I forget what sheet that's from. For my lazy day, I have this Once More with Love just kind of rolled up, and on the phone, Definitely Me, with a lazy day script from the Copper Wiggle. Then for my TikTok, I'm going to use one of my TikTok bears from Bubba Bear Studios, and a TikTok binge from Kenzie's Creations. Then for my daughter's grandma passing away, I never really know, you know, what do you use to mark that? So I just got this little foiled heart out of the Wiggle. And then, you know, I spent a lot of time comforting her. I need to trim this sticker down, but I have misplaced my scissors, so I just have to use my slice tool to just trim a little bit of this off. So how are we, I guess I'll discuss this. How are we liking my bases with the voiceover? I'm still kind of getting used to them. Still kind of unsure about doing the voiceovers, but it's way easier. So I also that night went to bed early, so I'm gonna just use this cute little paper shire couple in bed with my bed early script from Kenzie. Okay, so we are on to Tuesday. So Tuesday morning I was up early, so I like to mark that because it's quite an occasion for me sometimes. So then after I woke up, I wanted to get, or I was just basically just watching YouTube that morning and trying to get a little bit done before things that I needed to do later in the day. So I'm just gonna put a half box here. And then I also had an interview, like I scheduled an interview that day, which it didn't really work out like I was anticipating it to, which I guess I'll talk about more on the day of the interview. But for being up early, I'm just using this little yawning fox from Sweet Fox Papery, I believe. She's no longer open anymore. And then up early script that I made. Then for my YouTube, in things. I'm just gonna put, wait, what did I use this for? Okay, I'm like, what? Oh god, wrong side. Mayday, can we fix it? Yes, okay. Crisis averted. Sticker moved. Okay, so then for my interview being scheduled, I'm just gonna put this little phone icon. It's a Happy Bees Crafts one. So then I worked on a little bit of homework. And then my daughter did go with her dad. They just needed some father-daughter time after his mom passed away. So he came and picked her up. And then we stopped by, after Anthony got off work, we stopped by a friend's because I don't know if I've told this story, but one of my best friends lives about like an hour or so away, and and the funny thing is, it's my daughter's dad's brother. So I wanted to go see her because I hadn't seen her in quite a while. So she's gonna mark that. I think I'm just gonna use white space. And then this, we had some Chinese for dinner. So for doing my homework, I'm just gonna use the foiled little laptop icon from the Wiggle. Then my homework script from Kinsey. Then for my daughter going with her dad, I'm just using the foiled house icon. And then my script I made for myself. Then for seeing my best friend, I'm just gonna, I need to actually trim this a little bit. This was an oops sticker from One More with Love. It's the Some Friends or Family sheet. So I'm just gonna like try to trim this little bottom portion off because it was a super oops. So it is like miscut a little bit. I wish I could find my scissors. Oh, you know what I have? I have a pair of like medical or like nail scissors. And get the little tail off of this before I put it down. It just says Some Friends or Family, and I just thought that was kind of cute and fitting. So, seeing my friend. So then for us getting Chinese, I'm going to use the Chinese food container from the Wiggle. So then now on to Wednesday. Wednesday I did sleep in. Stark contrast from the morning before. So I'm just going to use one of these little squared. Actually, I'm going to use squared here. Okay. Then Wednesdays are my days with my nephew. So I'm going to put that in as well. So for sleeping in, just have another one of these little foxes, but that's a sleeping fox. And the sleep-in script from the Wiggle. For my nephew, I have the Papershire Vanilla. And then my custom Malcolm script from Kinsey. Then after I got done with watching my nephew, I did go get a tea. So I'm gonna I want to use a little thing. I just like lost them. That's what I hate sometimes. Like, I'm wonderful at this, but like I lose, like, especially like if it's a kit. Like, I mean, I use a lot of these White Rose Printables kits, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I can't remember what goes where. So then we went to the bank. I'm gonna leave a little white space because I'm gonna put the bank stuff, or the bank, on white space. Then me and my hubby, we went to Home Depot and we went to Target. So I'm gonna mark that with like a little half box. I need to leave some white space. Okay, and then for my tea, I'm actually gonna grab a different color because the color that I had picked out originally is not gonna work. So I'm just gonna use this yellow one instead because I had a blue one picked out and it was way too bright. It'll just like look awkward. So using my custom Mega Tea script from Kinsey for the bank, I'm just using this little foiled money icon from the Wiggle. Then for going to Home Depot and Target with my hubby, just these cute little couple stickers. That was a printable sticker as well. I'll leave the shop down below because I forget the name. And then after we went to Target and Home Depot, we got Bibimbap for dinner, which is one of my favorites, like, of all time. If you guys have one near you and you've never had it yet, I highly suggest going and trying it because it's so good. And then I did come home and take a relaxing bath. Man, I was going to use another square, but I don't have one. I'm going to use a flag instead for that. And then finally, the last thing I did was just kind of chill out and relax. Alright, so for getting Bibimbap, it had this little noodle sticker on the food in the Wiggle. So I grabbed that. I hardly ever use those, but I thought it worked here. And I do have Bibimbap scripts that I made myself. And then for my bath, I did this opposite. I'm gonna take this Coffee Monsters Co. bathtub sticker and bath script from the Wiggle. And then just for relaxing, I just have this Coffee Monsters Co. in a robe, and I just thought it looked relaxed. So then for Thursday, I have another extender here. Alright, Thursday, what happened? Okay, so we did laundry that day. So I'm just gonna use, I need to use bigger boxes or something. So for laundry that morning, use a little quarter box. Again, I needed to get some homework accomplished earlier in the day. So I will mark that. And then I needed to get ready because this was the funeral as well as I had my interview that I had scheduled earlier in the week. Is this gonna fit? No, of course not. Let me move that up. Just let me put this in first. Then we'll put that in there. Let me just do like the rest of the day and just get it out of the way. So I had that interview before the funeral. So I went there. Then was the funeral. And I'm just kind of spreading these out because I put a box extender and I don't really think that I needed it necessarily. Sorry, so I just adjusted some things a little bit to like look a little nicer. But now it kind of like looks a little jank, but we'll manage. So for laundry, I have this Paper Shire Banella. I'm like leaning on the washing machine. Okay, so I have the laundry script from the Wiggle. Then for getting ready, I have this Stick with the Plan Co. little, her character doesn't have a name. And then for my homework, I just have this foiled little stack of books with my Kinsey homework script, which I have realized after I pulled like 4 weeks worth of stickers that I use a ton of these homework scripts. So I like them because they're like perfect size. So for my interview, I just have the foiled alarm clock. And the thing about that interview was it was not what I expected. It's not actually like an hourly position. If I wanted to do it, it would be kind of like I'd have to be a distributor, and I didn't want to make that jump right now. So then for my daughter's grandma's funeral, I just have that little fox with the tears. And then I did this opposite again. Yeah, so I mean, the opportunity is always there if I decide to change my mind. But I will say one thing about myself is I definitely could never take a sales position because I'm not like a salesperson. So and then after the funeral, I did have an exam that I needed to get done, so I came right home and did that. And then we just went to bed early. So I'm just gonna use this like sleeping emoji with a bed early script from Kinsey. All right, so for Friday was payday. So like trying to like I have just lost my train of thought. Okay, so for payday, I'm gonna use patterned washi. And I laugh if you can hear my husband snoring behind me. I've tried to record this like 4 times, and every time I try to record, after he stops snoring, the second I try to record, he starts again. So I'm just gonna kind of go with it. So it's not like it'll be the first time it's ever happened in the background of my videos, but it's fine. Okay, so I did also take a nap. So let's just, I don't even know if I want to put washi in here. Nah, let's just do white space. So for payday, I'm just going to use the payday script from the Wiggle. All of like the foiled stickers I'm using are from the Wiggle, so let me just like stop saying that and just... And then I went and bought myself a few stickers. So I'm just using the squidge at the computer with a buy all the stickers script from McKinsey. And then for my nap, I just have another one of these cute little Sweet Fox papery sleeping fox. And I'm using a nap script that I made myself. Okay, so then later on, I ended up going and getting some coffee. So I'm gonna just use a piece of washi for that. Then I had an appointment for a manicure and a pedicure. So we'll use, that's half box worthy. And then we went to Target. And we went to Cane's and Dairy Queen. But I'm just actually gonna put in I think only Target and Cane's. I'm gonna cut this box down. I've done this before. Just need like a little bit more room. So it's just an easy fix to like cut down a box just to give yourself a little extra room. It's not the prettiest because I don't have my normal scissors, but it'll work. That's so ghetto. So for it's not gonna work either. I'm just really not winning here today. Let's do, okay, so here, here, here. No, that would, what do I want to use? What do I want to use? Okay. Let's do it. So, so we'll just do this for Cane's. For dinner at least. And then I will put Target on the white space. That took a lot longer than it should have. Okay, so for my Starbucks, I'm just gonna use a Coffee Monsters Co. and a Starbucks run script. For my mani and pedi, once again, Coffee Monsters Co. Target. Coffee Monsters Co. And then we're gonna finish it off with a, wow, this is like giant, with a vanilla. We'll take out and kind of fit it in there. All right, good enough. So now on to Saturday. We're getting somewhere. So Saturday, slept in again. So I'm gonna use I'm like thinking to myself, I like don't want to like use, I don't want to have a space issue again. I'm just going to do it on white space. Then I did edit and do voiceovers that morning. Then I had Panera for lunch because my favorite salad of life is back. I love the strawberry poppy seed salad. It's the greatest. All right, so then, not so fun. I did taxes, and it was just the first year being married, and we had some stuff that was like, he had some stuff that was messed up, and so we had what I like to call disaster taxes. It's not a great time. Could have handled it better, but I was just frustrated and like, I don't know. So that, oh God, I'm out of frame. That is what happened on Saturday. Then after that, put me in a bad mood. So yeah, I'm just gonna okay, so for sleeping in, another one of the Sweet Fox Papery little fox stickers. Sleep in script. For editing and voiceover, I just have this Stick with the Plan Co. And my edit script. For my salad, I have this huge, like, this is from Wild Summer Designs, but I forget who I saw cut their sticker like this, and it looked so cute. I'm just gonna cut a little bit of it off so it fits better. And I think it looks so cute. Then for disaster taxes, I'm using this little La La Land studio. I don't know if there's like a formal name for her character, but it's the little marshmallow, angry and on fire. I thought that was appropriate. And then we will continue. Like I said, I was in bad mood. Then we decided to order some pizza. And then, what did I do? I just laid in bed, watched TikTok until I fell asleep. Really kind of my life. But I think it's like therapeutic was what I needed after being in a mood. I'm gonna cut this one as well. And the funny thing about these two is these like nail scissors like cut on like an angle, like, or angled or whatever. So like I gotta like try to try to cut them straight. All right, there we go. Works for me. So for my bad mood, using the little side eye from the Coffee Monsters Co. For our pizza, the foiled pizza, and my Pizza Hut script. Then for TikTok in bed, I'm just using this little Coffee Monsters Co. under the blanket. So then for Sunday, finally, that previous Saturday kind of left us both in a mood, and this was his work weekend, so he wasn't better the next morning. So we got into a little bit of an argument, and I ended up crying and being in my feelings. So then I had some fruit for breakfast. It was an uneventful day, so you know, we'll just mark things like that. So then I also made a Kinsey order because I needed to order some more customs. So for our argument and crying, I'm using this Sweet Fox Papery Crying Fox. Then for my fruit for breakfast, I'm using this Happy Bees Crafts plate of fruit. Then for my Kinsey order, I'm just using the foiled credit card. Then later in the day, I made the TikTok feta pasta. I don't know if this is the first or the second time I made it, but we love it, so I made it. And then, what did I do after that? So I pulled stickers. Gosh, this is so long ago. This was the last time I touched stickers. Then I was watching, when I was pulling stickers, I watched Spring Baking Championship. So I try to keep myself occupied or whatever. Like, I don't like to do anything that requires like too much thinking or too much concentration, because then I start to like disengage with pulling my stickers, and I can't have that. So then it takes me for like ever. Then I did homework. So for my feta pasta, I'm using this Stick with the Plan Co. Cooking Girl. She's giant, but YOLO. Pulling stickers, the Once More with Love planner and stickers, and I have a pulling sticker script that I forgot. I will grab that. Then for Spring Baking Championship, I'm just using the foiled TV. For my homework, the Once More with Love, this is from her procrastination sheet, and it just says no. And then my homework script from Kinsey. And let me get that pulling sticker script because I know I have it, because I ordered a custom. Okay, so come on. There we go. And that is also from Kinsey as well. Alright, I'm going to fill this out and I will be right back to show you the finished spread. Okay, so here is the week all filled out. I do love the way that it turned out. The color blocking looks really good with it. Yeah, I'm so glad I ended up using this kit. I was unsure. It's not hugely my style as far as artwork is concerned, but I love the way that it turns out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subbed already, definitely do that down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.